The story of James Caan's final days and the turmoil that has followed his passing is both heartbreaking and complicated. Because while the legendary star of The Godfather left behind a legacy of unforgettable performances and an indelible mark on Hollywood, he also left behind a family caught in conflict over what his final wishes truly were, with some reports suggesting that he had expressed a desire for a quiet, simple farewell, while others claim he wanted his legacy celebrated in a much grander fashion. And the disagreement among his loved ones has turned into a deeply painful battle that continues even long after his death. James, known for his larger-than-life personality both on and off the screen, lived a life filled with triumphs, mistakes, comebacks, and hard lessons. And those closest to him knew he wanted peace above all else in the end. Yet the challenge of interpreting his last requests has sparked an ongoing fight between family members who each insist they are honoring him correctly, making it impossible for unity to be found. Those who admired him from afar remember James for his charisma, his tough guy roles, and his refusal to compromise his artistry. But behind the fame was a man who faced financial troubles, personal heartbreaks, and moments of regret that shaped how he saw the world in his final years. And many believe these struggles influenced what he wanted for his farewell. What makes this situation especially tragic is that James Caan, who gave so much joy to audiences across decades, is now the center of bitterness and division among the very people who meant the most to him, with arguments over his estate, his burial, and even the way his memory should be preserved, leading to wounds that may never fully heal. Fans have expressed sadness that such a beloved figure could not rest in complete peace, and the thought of his family continuing to argue feels like an extension of the turbulence James himself sometimes carried in life. Because while he appeared strong and untouchable on screen, those who knew him best understood that his real story was one of constant battles, both professional and personal. The public mourning of James Caan has been overshadowed by these disputes. And although tributes from Hollywood poured in celebrating his legacy, the ongoing fights within his family have left a shadow that even his brightest performances cannot erase. It is a sobering reminder of how fame, fortune, and family bonds often collide in painful ways, leaving behind not unity, but division. And it forces us to remember that James Caan was not only an actor, but also a father, a husband, and a man whose relationships were as complex as the roles he played. What hurts most is that his final wish, whatever it may have truly been, was meant to be a guiding light for those he left behind. Yet instead it has become the very source of heartbreak and conflict, showing that sometimes even in death, the weight of unresolved issues can linger, as fans continue to honor him for his work and the unforgettable presence he brought to film. Those closest to him are left grappling with the painful reality that they may never fully agree on how to honor his memory, making James Caan's final chapter one marked not only by the celebration of his legendary career, but also by the tragic reminder of how fragile family unity can be in the face of grief and loss.